What is going on, team? Welcome back to the news from the Queen's living room. We're going to do a full makeover of this now that we're back and we have a little bit of time. But before that, just enjoy it. Take it all in. What a budget setup. Look at that. Oh, yes. Real YouTuber me. Anyway, it's been a couple of weeks now since the CrossFit Games and there's a lot to catch up on. Like, a lot. The first bit of news we're going to talk about today came out of the episode on the CrossFit Games YouTube channel of Miles to Madison. The second one. And it's a story around a guy that some of you may love, some of you may hate, but has been a big part of the CrossFit community. The man, the myth, and my new best friend from the night out and haven't spoke to him since, Dave Castro. Yeah, gotta love a bit of alcohol. Within the episode, he broke the news that he's going to be retiring from the open announcements as of 2021.
I was just kind of forced out of doing announcements. I didn't like. The truth is I was ready to be done then, and I was ready to stop doing announcements, but I didn't get to go out on my own terms. So these 3 weeks will be on my own terms, and then I'm out. Everyone doesn't know that yet, but that's my plan.
What are your thoughts on this? I like Dave doing the open announcements. I think he has the personality for it and people kind of look forward to it. He's like the villain that people love to hate. Also, if what he's saying is true, who's gonna, replace him? Put your thoughts down in the comments below. I have literally no clue.
No, you see, I'm talking facts here. I don't do if, buts and maybes. I do absolutes.
And in the second bit of news, what's absolutely going to happen is that we're going to get a movie from the lost footage of the 2018 games. It's going to be called The Ultimate Test, and it's not being produced by the Buttery Bros. Instead, it's being produced by CrossFit itself and their media team that they have at the moment. Now, in a step forward for the sport, we've had a big announcement this past week from the Rogue Invitational. You've probably seen over the last couple of weeks a stream of athletes getting their invitations. And so far, the 2 CrossFit Games champs from this year have confirmed along with a lot of other big names. And I'm not surprised when the prize purse is the biggest prize purse outside of the CrossFit Games, with the current purse being at nearly $1.3 million. If you didn't know, this year's Rogue Invitational is going to be held October 29th to 31st in Austin, Texas, not at their headquarters in Ohio, where 20 females and 20 males will compete. Now, the thing that's really been a game changer over the past week that they've announced is that they've announced they will be helping athletes with both travel cost and hotels. If you're in North America, you'll be given $1,000 towards your travel. If you're outside North America, you'll be given $2,000 to travel, and you will get 5 nights of hotel covered near the competition. And this competition is the first of its kind to do this for the athletes that are going to be competing. I mean, if you look at the registration for the CrossFit Games, it's $250 to enter if you've made it to the CrossFit Games. And they don't cover the hotel. And they only pay the top 20 athletes in placings. Obviously, looking into this a tiny bit more, you've only got 20 males and 20 females. You haven't got teams. It's not the biggest field for them to look after, but if you're looking at dollars-wise, Rogue are going to be spending over $100,000 to get their athletes there and competing.
Which is pretty damn cool.
Now, obviously, after the CrossFit Games, most of the athletes took a week or 2 minimum off. We all know Matt Fraser for taking a month off after the CrossFit Games, so they're getting back into it, especially those athletes going to the Rogue Invitational. It's now pretty much exactly 2 months away. Obviously, Vellner, we know him for his overwhelming enthusiasm towards training and the motivation that we get from the excitement that he gets to train. And have we got some hyped up to be here moments for you today? These are a couple of shots from Vellner's first couple of training sessions back. Now, talking about athletes that are going to the Rogue Invitational, BKG. I don't know if he's been getting his ideas from UFC superstar Khabib Nurmagomedov, who recently signed a deal to become a pro football player with a Russian 3rd Division side FC Legion Dynamo, of which the president of that club said, "I already see Khabib as a sharp striker." Man's a joker, but yeah, get it? He's actually more of a grappler and wrestler. What a legend, by the way, doing that. Just joining a football team, being like, yeah, I'm out of MMA, I'm going to go join 3. I'm just going to go play football. But anyway, back onto BKG. He let us know on Instagram that when his childhood club needs him to show up, suit up, and lace up, then it's exactly what he does. BKG played for his local club and then sunk a pint after. In some really cool speed goggles, as they call them, sunglasses. Travis Mayer, after the CrossFit Games, obviously inspired by the Olympics, gave us the perfect dive.
We've got Travis the Torpedo Mayer attempting a degree of difficulty 5 5.1 degree of difficulty.
You ready?
Green light.
Oh, that hurts so bad.
10s all around.
Now, it wouldn't be a Team Richie News episode if we didn't talk about the GOATs. And their achievements over the last couple of weeks. Both of them have done something that's definitely worthy of talking about. One, Spotify, headphones, speakers, general music, definitely overrated. After seeing this video, I need to find a pianist. Pianist? Pianist. Pianoist. One of the words. Now obviously Matt Fraser has retired from the competition floor, but he hasn't retired from hitting PBs. A couple of weeks ago he hit a lifetime PR on the deadlift.
Some people want me to be so
Ross!
What was that?
Lifetime PR.
Stop it.
Yeah.
What is it?
540. Yeah.
I love the comment underneath by Laura Horvath. Keep eating that bread. And then talking about Rich Froning, he completed an off-road triathlon, which actually looked really fun, especially the off-road biking part, in 2 hours and 43 minutes and 14 seconds, taking 3rd place. Afterwards, he said this.
Full quad cramp.
I was gonna say, you cramping?
My quad. I had to stop and just start punching my quad. Hey, that was one of the hardest things I've ever done.
Really?
One of the hardest things he's ever done. Someone brought this to my attention, and Fikowski looks a lot like Johnny Bravo.
Why don't we grab ourselves a couple of thick, juicy steaks?
And then speaking of hairstyles, Shane Orr, the man, the myth, the legend.
Is it either we just come straight back here to Nashville and get ready for the... Why are you laughing at me?
Said this before the CrossFit Games started.
It works. Mullet does things. I think we're not game enough to grow it, so we're not game enough to go there and find out ourselves.
I think you could pull off a mullet.
Stop it.
Yeah.
You know what? If he wins the CrossFit Games this year, I'll grow a mullet.
All right, that's on camera.
Yeah, you got it.
All right.
So it looks like it's Shane with the mullet incoming. Hey, if it works for Medeiros, I think Shane will pull it off. And then to end this video, here's a couple of cool edits from the CrossFit Games that I thought, you know, needed a little bit of airtime. I always go through the comments, so if you want me to read something, put it down below. And I read this one. It said you put the right shoe on before the left. I didn't know it was a thing. Is it a thing? A couple of bits of personal news. One, Podium. The supplements are dropping tomorrow. 1st of September, use code TEAM. That will support Jazz and I. We really would appreciate it. Gets you 20% off. 20%. And 2, if you missed the first 3 episodes towards me competing in the British weightlifting champs, go back and watch the last 3 videos. They'll be linked down below in the description. Your support means the world. And here's your daily reminder from Alex Smith. Thank you for tuning in on today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, please do smash that like button. It really does help. If you click it, it does change color. And hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. ShopHustleMade.com for the sickest clothes in the game. And if no one's told you today, you're an absolute legend. We'll catch you in the next one.